Hello once again, I'm Doc Rotten, and this is Gruesome Magazine. Tonight we are counting down the top 10 horror movies that take place on Halloween night. Ooh.
Gruesome Magazine.
All right, joining me tonight is Vanessa, the Scarlet Spitfire. Welcome back to Gruesome Magazine. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Glad to be back. Ready to talk all things Halloween.
I love the pumpkin tree.
Thank you.
Perfect for tonight. Perfect for tonight. All right. So before we dive into all this nonsense, we would like to remind you to hit the subscribe, like and subscribe button, share with a friend. Uh, every click like that will help us find more horror fans just like you. So let's get to our list. We hope you enjoy it. We're going to count 10, and there are plenty more that we could. So we have some honorable mentions at the end this time. We did honorable mentions at first and the last one, but we're going to do it at the end. So let's get to the list. And this list is in chronological order. So there's no real best. There's just this one came out, this one, this one, this one. And you can kind of put them in any order you wish.
That's right.
All right. It starts off with the obvious one. Halloween. Halloween, 1978, of course, directed by John Carpenter. Introduced Mike Myers. It's the one, right?
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is the one. It put Halloween being scary on the map for that whole generation.
Yes, for that generation, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the night he came home. And of course, every Halloween movie, it's interesting because some of them don't take place on Halloween. Like Halloween 2 is the night after, right? Because it's it's in the hospital the next day. So there's some strange things about that, but yeah, there's a half of them could be on Halloween in this list. But we're going to let Halloween take care of all of them except one.
That's right.
That's going to be Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. This does not have Michael Myers, famously, right? This one, the night no one came home. That's great. I've never realized that was there.
I don't think I'd ever noticed that before either.
Now, this one is obviously, we have to include it, but it leads up to Halloween night. So so we're trying to get movies that take place mostly on Halloween, if not entirely on Halloween. So this is one where it definitely ends on Halloween. It leads up to Halloween. Halloween is itself, the holiday is a huge part of it, and of course the jingle. Oh my gosh, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what it's building up to Halloween when this whole thing is going to take place. So if there were no Halloween, then there would be no Season of the Witch.
That's right. Tommy Lee Wallace directed this, and of course Tom Atkins started it. And it bombed. It bombed when it came out, but it has become, in many eyes, a favorite of the series. Even some people like it more than the regular Michael Myers films, and it does have a special place, probably for most horror fans these days.
Oh yeah.
And that was in what was the year? 1982. 1982. And all my notes are flying away. So we're going to go for the next one. Now this one, I didn't remember that the next one took place actually on Halloween, or at least a good portion of it. And that is the Monster Squad from 1987. And this here is also another one that is a fan favorite. Christopher G. Moore, of course, absolutely adores this one, friend of the show, previous co-host. And I'm just going to toss it to you. What do you have to say about the Monster Squad?
It is such an iconic 80s moment. This, a group of kids having an adventure. It's on Halloween. It's the classic monsters that they're dealing with. amazing lines like Wolfman's got nards. Look at that. Look at that Wolfman
Yeah, look at him.
face. All those creatures, the character designs in it, like all of it is so fantastic and funny and just so what we can look back on now and say 80s, so 80s. Like they don't
Yes.
make movies like that anymore where you have such raunchy humor with kids.
Mhm.
And but it felt authentic to that experience, and it's a classic. That's why Chris loves it so much.
Yep. And the next one on the list, when we first came up with this idea, we threw down some of the obvious ones, and then you text me, "Oh, what about this one?" And I went, "Oh, "Of course!" And that is Night of the Demons,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Which is an absolute brilliant movie. I absolutely love this movie. What
I
do
don't know if
you
I
have to
want to
say about
be I don't know if I want to be invited to Angela's party. That's what I
it?
have to say about that. I talk about just those styles, Angela and oh my gosh, I can't remember the other girl's name.
Linnea Quigley's character, yes.
Yes, yes, the actress. Oh, so unforgettable. So again, I've been saying this for each one, but so iconic. Those looks, just
Well,
love it.
yeah, and there's also well, there's also a very particular scene with lipstick
Yeah,
that people
yeah,
remember.
yeah. The
Right?
whole supermarket or not supermarket, but gas station, whatever
Hmm.
scene, all of
Oh
it.
yeah, with the shaking the butt.
Yeah.
And the dance, for me, like the scene that really is when she's dancing in front of the fireplace and the lights are flickering, and then she
Oh my
kind of like
gosh.
vanishes for a quick bit and comes back. There's a lot. It's a weird film structure wise,
Yeah,
but at the same time, yeah, it's an absolute. Got remade. The original still is so much better.
absolutely.
All right, the next one was one that didn't immediately come to my mind, but you shouted it out with glee. And this is yeah, Hocus Pocus. We'll just throw that right out there. Hocus Pocus. Tell me about
Oh,
Hocus Pocus.
one of the first ones that pops into my mind, always on my Halloween watch list, is Hocus Pocus. I mean, amazing cast, amazing singing from Bette Midler. Just such a story that touched every age group, like people my age still love it. They came out with a Hocus Pocus 2 because people loved it so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's just well, these costumes won't ever go out of style for people to do. They're just are character creations that have lived on through time, and I really love and appreciate that. And we got a few of those on the list. Michael Myers has
Mm-hmm.
persisted through time, and
Yep.
there's going to be another one, a newer one on this list
Oh my
coming
gosh,
up.
yes, yes. The next one, it's because they don't use Halloween itself. They use a different name for it, but at the same time, it is a Halloween movie. It's more action superhero than horror, but there's very strong supernatural elements in it, and that's The Crow, which is they haven't been able to recapture the magic of this movie. Brandon Lee, of course, is a big part of the magic of this movie. Of course, it's also part of the tragic elements of this movie. But oh my, this is an independent comic book character that not comic book fans knew, but the general public didn't. But this really caught on, and it's
Oh
just
yeah,
a absolute brilliant film.
yeah.
So we gotta include that.
Hmm.
Um, and
I love it.
we
Definitely
won't
a favorite.
mention some of the others that got made with that time. All right. Now we're going to jump ahead into the 2000s, and here's another iconic character, and this character's name is simply Sam. Boink, trick or treat. Of course, this is an anthology, but they're all tied together, and it takes place on Halloween night. Of course, they even have the pumpkins and
Look at all
everything.
those pumpkins.
But this is a film that people have been crying for another another version of it, another installment. And I guess at this point, who knows if it'll ever happen? But you still see Sam everywhere.
All the time. He's a cute
Yeah.
little guy that has persisted. And they could do more, but hopefully if they do it well and they stick to the spirit of the first one.
All right. So now we're getting into some modern ones that are in the past few years. And here's another iconic character that is new. And yeah, let's just get to it. Art the Clown, Terrifier,
Gosh.
Terrifier 2. The first two take place on Halloween, Terrifier and Terrifier 2. Terrifier 3 does not, because it's more toward Christmas, but at the same time, Art the Clown has, he's just become a modern iconic character, and it's hard to do that these days. So congratulations to Damien Leone and his creation. And wow, these movies they stretch the boundaries of what could be in horror films or what should be in horror films, and have a great box office draw too, and make money. So obviously there's a lot of films that cross those boundaries, but this one did it in a truly unique way that captured the imagination of horror fans all across the world. So Art the Clown.
So much personality without saying a word.
Yeah, just by the smiles, the looks, the stands, how he stands.
The attitude. Yeah.
What a great one. All right, up next is one that I forgot actually took place on Halloween night, and it's a late night show. Kind of gives away the title. You probably already guessed it. We'll just jump into it then. Late Night with the Devil. This movie surprised me on how tight, terrific, and well done it is. And this is like a classic of its time, and it doesn't have like a character that like Terrifier or Sam or Michael Myers, but at the same time, it just gets you.
Oh yeah, and the setting, that talk show, 70s talk show. This is what I think people wish Joker 2 would have been more like.
That's true.
To be honest.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to end our top 10 with one that it just came out. It's out on Shudder right now, and it's part of a series of anthology films. You're guessing what it is as I'm saying this, and it's VHS Halloween. And of course, all the stories in it take place on Halloween, except maybe the weird story that comes, the wrapping story. It doesn't have a defined time, but it could be Halloween as much as anything else. But all the stories inside are definitely Halloween based. The last one, of course, was the Halloween house. I'll show the picture again, which was absolutely brilliant. I still struggle to figure out where I put it in the series, but it's up there for me. It's one of the more totally coherent, where all the stories except one are really, really good. And of course the first VHS, the last story on that was it was actually took place on Halloween. And that was a creepy thing way back in the day.
Right, I know. It's just the anthology series that just keeps giving.
But we're not done yet. Those are the 10 that we have chosen. So we want you to comment down below on what you think of our list, and of course ones that what should have made the list. But stick around for the honorable mentions, because you might find the one you think should be on the list in that. So let's quickly dive into those, shall we? So up first is and these are random. So we're just going to start with scary stories to tell in the dark. Here's and these take place if not on Halloween, definitely during October.
Yeah.
And there's some really creepy imagery in it that and it successfully captured the spirit of the books, and it did a great job. Up next, this one's a little known one, but it's The Barn and The Barn 2, and I imagine Barn 3. I haven't seen Barn 3 yet, but these take place, of course, on Halloween as well, and all those things are in it. This one surprised me. I forgot that Ginger Snaps. I don't have an image. Ginger Snaps, the really cool werewolf film from 2000 from Canada. The entire ending conclusions on Halloween night.
It's been a while. I need to rewatch that one.
Back in 1981, there's a TV movie called Dark Night of the Scarecrow. A good portion of that takes place on Halloween. That's one that has a strong fan following. There's a movie called Haunt that came out in 2019. And it's about a haunt, and it's also on Halloween night. There's a thing called Ghostwatch. This is from 1992.
Deep cut.
It is a deep cut, and it almost made our list. We discussed it. But we just found the other ones we wanted more. This one is like number 11. And it literally takes place on Halloween night. And it's scared. It was a BBC presentation, scared the entire country, and it's a really interesting film. And if you find it out there streaming, I recommend watching it. Another one that I don't have a picture for it, but I remember this movie, and the title of it kind of suggests that it's Halloween night. I didn't realize it was actually Halloween night until I started researching it. But Ernest, Scared, Stupid from 1991, which is, I just love that that's on Halloween night.
Yeah. Oh, kids classic, adult classic. R.I.P. Jim Varney. Loved him.
Tales of Halloween from 2015, Dark Harvest from 2023 are both on Halloween night. I don't know if anybody's going to remember this. It's a little sci-fi horror comedy, mostly on the comedy side. Space Invaders from 1990 is on Halloween. Idle Hands from 1999. That one took place on Halloween. Going in the Wayback Machine, and I'm sure there's more in the classic era, if you will. I Was a Teenage Werewolf started on Halloween. The opening part of it's on a Halloween night. And then one that you brought up that I didn't realize, but it's close. This one we put in here, but it doesn't take place on Halloween, but it takes place on the night before Halloween. Tales from the Crypt Demon Night. And
classic.
Which just mentioning it makes me want to watch it again.
Me too.
Because I don't think I've seen this thing in a number of decades.
That and Bordello of Blood were just such great, campy, perfect Tales of the Crypt style movies.
Yes. And at 1995. So I probably haven't seen it. I probably watched it again somewhere around the early 2000s or late 1999 or something. So it's been a good 25 years probably since I've seen it. I need to pull that one out. Time for yes, it might be time. So there's some honorable mentions. There are bukus more. It's kind of surprising. And some of them, are heavily in the spirit of Halloween. They may not take place on Halloween. One is Nightmare Before Christmas is one that almost made the list, but it takes place. It takes place after Halloween.
That's more of a Christmas.
Well,
movie,
it's in
right?
It's November, but it
takes place. It like goes from a Halloween to Christmas. But you know what else we should add to this? Charlie Brown. And the Great Pumpkin.
Oh my gosh!
Come on!
Yes. And there's a lot of those kind of animation ones that do that.
That one should go down.
The classic Disney version of Legend of Sleepy Hollow, of course.
Oh my goodness!
And so there's dozens more that we could find that yeah, those two almost made their honorable mentions, but we threw them in there anyway. So and well worth it. So there you go. That's our list of horror films that take place on Halloween. We wish you all a very happy Halloween for 2025, and I hope this puts you in the spirit of things. Vanessa, thank you so much for joining me. This was so much fun to do.
Loved it.
All right, let's say goodnight.
Good night. Happy Halloween.
Gruesome Magazine.